Hi everyone, just giving the Vise a clean, saying I've been using it for the whole month. The F&F Talon Vise. Obviously this is the Vise that's going to be given away today in the draw. It's a lovely Vise, so whoever's going to get it is going to really enjoy using it. I mean, it just like the Law Vise, it's very like it. There's very little difference. It holds the hook just as well, and I basically have obviously when I first did a wee video on the Vise itself. I spoke about I used the C clamp, which I didn't have at the time. The Kevin from F&F sent me the C clamp down, so that goes with the Vise as well. So you're going to have the benefit of both the pedestal as well as the C clamp. So again, I can't thank Kevin enough for doing this. It's certainly helped the channel a huge amount, and like everyone who donated over March. Again, I can't thank you enough. It's been very busy, so you've certainly kept me going, and it's going to help me right through the whole season, so I just can't thank you enough. So we'll just keep it going, we'll keep everything like this, promote fishing, fly tying, everything we can, and hopefully somebody's going to be tying with it very soon. Oh, there will be anyway. As I say, it's number 208. So it's a numbered Vise. It's they're not in the mass production range, so it's very good. Now, just to remind you what it's like as well, it comes with its own bag. It's got tools. You hear inside. It's basically you've got an extension for the Vise and the length. You can make it bigger if you want. It's depending how low the desk is, which can go into the screws onto the bottom of the stem, so it gives it an extra 4 or 5 inches or so. So depending how low the desk is and where you got it set up. The pedestal can go on any table, like it doesn't mark it in any way. It's got a lovely hook area for putting hooks or whatever. So as I say, it comes with a bag. Also with it comes with the mat. There's a fly tying mat. So you've got this mat as well, and again it's got sort of areas where you can put hooks and so on. So again, thanks to F&F for that. Then I've obviously got to as well thank, I've got Full Mill I've got materials, and I've got some hooks to give away as well. As well as I've got some of the materials I actually used to tie some of the flies I've got. For instance, I did basically this is the micro jelly cat. So I've got the actual marabou and the fruits, which is going to go with the actual flies, so we'll be giving them away. As well as other flies and a fly box, which originally why we do this is just we've got 3 fly boxes. Obviously one of these you can have a choice from one of these boxes. So I'm going to have to concentrate on building the fly boxes back up from now on though. I think I've celebrated my 40th year in tying flies, as the wee badge behind me says. So I hope you enjoyed a couple of months when it comes to the items I've been giving away. Now, as I say, I can't thank you all enough, but before I start, I'm going to talk about, I've got quite a few. I hope that people don't mind me doing this, but it's just a name. There's obviously, I've got a few people I haven't got back in touch over the other months. I've actually got, I think there's 3 for even last month. I'm still waiting to hear from you, but I'm going to, I hope you don't mind me naming people, but this start off with just the top here. I've got Elise Conwell from the December draw. I've got some flies here, so if you hear your name being called out, get in touch, you know who you are. I've also got a Martin McLaughlin. Again, this one's from December's draw. Your Christmas card's in there. So with the other one there, Louise, you've got a Christmas card still there. We've got the January draw, John Ross Dingle. So John, if you haven't got my email, try and get me contact either through Facebook or send me an email. You've got some flies there, and we've got Yuri Jansen. Yuri, I've got again some, I'm not sure it was in there, I need to look it up, but there, again you've got flies in there. John Gray in February's draw, So again, more flies. We've got Chris Wilson. Now I have got one or two Chris's, but in Chris February's draw, well, if you're a Chris Wilson, again, please could you get in touch. February's draw, Mark Wallace. I think there's fly time materials or hooks in there from Fully Mill. And then I've got ones here. This one's May last year, but I'm going to put it up. Alan Linus. Alan. I've got a Haynes Hauser. So just flies. I've got Duncan Rayner. Now this looks like, this is November, it's a year ago. So again, it's a Christmas card in there. And I've got Muric Parsons. Again, there's another one. So quite a few still to hear from you. I'm not sure what the issue is. I know for sometimes email addresses don't work for some reason. I've had one come back on this month's draw, and basically the numbers there, it's just sometimes when I send email it comes back as undelivered, but it is there. I mean, I'll keep the number. Obviously if the number's drawn, I'll try every way to try and contact you if you're lucky enough that something comes up. So anyway, there you go. I hope you don't mind me that time doing that, but what I'm going to do is, obviously there's the Vise. I'm going to draw the number for the Vise, so that basically everyone who's got a number's got a chance of winning or getting the Vise. So I'm going to draw the number for that first. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the actual random number picker just to show you how it actually works. So basically this is just a random generator. All I have to do is press this long bar up here and it'll generate a number, and hopefully it should sound, the sound should work, because I had some issues with it, but it still generates a number okay. So I'm going to start off with, as I say, the Vise. So again, just like to thank everyone that's donated over the month, and I just wish you all the best of luck. And what will happen is, obviously after the draw, I'll be emailing everyone just for your address, and then I'll get it in the post to you, whatever it is. So again, thanks very much. So we'll not delay it any further, we'll go straight into the Vise, the mat. Obviously everything goes with the bag there, and we'll draw a number for that. And the number for the Vise is
T1.
Number 41. So well done, number 41. You've got a Vise, and I'll just put it to the side there. I'll be getting that wrapped up and ready and sent to you. Probably send it, it'll be a special delivery or a courier depending where you are, and we'll go from there. So next thing on the item obviously is the originally way I do this is the flies. Now we've got lots of flies and stuff. Well, we've got lots of flies. We've got 3 boxes of flies. So this is the box of flies we've got. I'm just going to slip the camera here so I can see what I'm doing. Now you have a choice of one of these boxes, the next one I draw. So what we have, just to give you an idea, this is a Loch Palmers. It's just palmered flies. It's a nice selection of flies for both lochs. I mean, you could fish some of these in the river quite easily, but they're mainly lochs. And here's hedgehogs or hedgehogs. There's basically muddlers, there's small dabblers, and like there's a green peter and so on. I think that's a Wickham's Fancy there. So again, it's a nice selection of flies in that one, and in that there's 74. In this box here, this is the Stillwater Emerger Dries. So within here there's actually 79 flies. We've got the shuttlecocks, half hogs, or all-rounders as sometimes I call them. We've got the Midas, a few nice patterns, colour combinations there. These are all great flies, again ideal for lochs, and these are quite happily fish these in the river. And then we do have some river flies. This is a selection of basically winged wets, soft hackles, traditional like partridge in orange, partridge in yellow, We've got olive quill, we've got the owl fly. There's 3 or 4 different styles of flies as well. I've got caddis there, the soft hackle caddis flies that I tie. Traditional flies, March brown, woodcock and hare's ear, blue dun, magpie and silver. I think that's the green ones, are the hen blackie. So again, another lovely selection. And in that box there's actually 88, so that's the river wets. So you've got a choice of these 3 boxes. As I said, I'll be building the boxes up from now on. I'll be adding 1 or 2 boxes throughout the month. At least 1 anyway, depending on what I'm tying, depending on how long it takes. And obviously I'll be filming and tying and doing a bit more fishing outside, so we'll get some videos for that as well. So we'll draw a number for the fly box. And the number for the fly box is
193.
593, so well done, 593. Now, what I'm going to do next, I've got some materials and flies to go with. It's basically flies I tied throughout the month, and the ones from F&F, I used the materials, so I'm going to give the materials with the actual fly I tied. But I'm going to start off with the full and mill hooks. A lot of people like the full and mill hooks, and I'm just going to change the camera here so I can see. In there, there's basically 15 each, so a couple of hundred hooks here. These are the dry fly hooks I use. These are the ultimate dry, and the sizes I've got 14s, there's 20s, 18s, 14s and 16s. Obviously there's a selection there. You can, and these are the bronze barbless version. So it's a good wee, it's what the hooks were left that Full and Mill gave us towards the draw. So we'll draw a number for these, and the number is
143.
543. Now we've got some materials that was left as well, and in this we've also got the check nymph hook. There's 150, there's size 12s, 16s and 14s, so there's 50 of each size. We've also got some of the flexi floss and a packet of dubbing that was left. I think there's a couple of, there's just the one, no, there's 2 packets of dubbing in there as well. So it's a good wee thing to have, it's a wee bit extra. So again, I've got to thank Full and Mill for doing this, and it certainly helped. So we'll draw a number for these, for them, and the number is
310.
Number 310. Now I'm going to go into, basically these are the flies, or what we have here is one of the flies I tied with some of the materials that I got from F&F. And this was the Rutland snail. I've even put in a bit of deer hair I actually did. I mean, this is my own, which I dyed, and this was the actual piece I used in the video, so that's the frits to go with it, and that's the flies. There's the flies I tied, the snail, and they're slightly different. When you're tying the snail pattern, you want to tie them in different sizes. It just depends on how big the snails are. They are all different sizes depending how old they are. The bigger they are, the older they are. Simple as that. So there's 5 in that. I've obviously put a wee card beside them. And obviously what's usually the first one is the one I actually filmed. But that's not always right. You'll be able to find it out if you go into the video. So we'll draw a number for the Rutland snail, and the number is
118.
518. And then the other one of the flies I tied for it was obviously Kevin suggested 4 patterns, and I tied 4 through the month. And this was the peeping caddis. This is tied with, it's basically what they call chewing gum. It's a type of chenille with a fine rubber type fibre, rubber like it's like flexi floss woven into it. It really does give a great impression of like gravel or so. So the 2 colours I actually used are there. I'd actually be pairing some of them, the heads, so I just threw them in as well. You may have to varnish them, you coat of varnish on them. So anyway, there we are. You can give them a go yourself, give it a shot. But there's 6 in there anyway. You can have a good cast with them. Plus the original, obviously the one I tied. So we'll do a number for the peeping caddis.
107.
107. This is another one of the flies. This is the micro jelly, the cat. Now, obviously there's the one I filmed, and there's slight variants. I did speak about that in the video, so I threw them in as well. So there's 6 there. There's different, slightly different gold head, silver head. One with just a chartreuse, one with a fire orange, plus the marabou and the actual. It's atomic yellow. I mean, that is atomic yellow. This glows even without any light on it. It's amazing stuff, like. So it's really good stuff, and really nice marabou to go with it, really bright white. So we'll do a number for this, for the cats. And the number is
86.
number 86. Now we're going to the one I did today. This is, I've just put them out. I'm not putting them. I've got the card in there. I've got the actual the type of fits. I just did this one today. Tied the booby or blob. It's a mix between the booby and the blobs. But I've got them in a small plastic tub here. This is just a hook tub, so the eyes don't get squashed. Obviously with the frits, I've got the card there. So if you want to use the card or so. So anyway, we'll do a number for it's the biscuit blob. Well, it's called the blue pink biscuit blob. So we'll do a number for that. And the number is
194.
494. Now, what we're going to go into now is the actual flies. These are extra flies that I've tied. Well, obviously the flies are filmed, which is quite a few. I've also got some streamers. You see here I've got 3 streamers tied on the Carrie Stevens hooks. These are nice to frame up these. I've got some spay flies. I've actually got a D fly as well, the acroid. These are tied on. These are 3/0 hooks, blind eye hooks, which I put the gut eye on. Mainly, I mean, you could fish this if you wish, but they're mainly for framing up. So I've signed the card and so on. Same with the streamers. They're lovely, more for decoration now. Though you can fish them if you want. It's up to yourself. There's 2 or 3 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this in a bag and mix them up. So I don't ken what's what. So whatever one I draw out, like I did it last month. A lot of people like the idea of this because I'm not sure what's going to come out, and I can't see it. So first one to come out. This is it's a green nose pheasant tail. This one. So I'm just going to put this over so I can actually see it. But it's a green nose pheasant tail. Nice nymphs. There's 6 there. There's actually olive one in the yellow. It's more the green nose. These are the 2 parts I like to fish. So anyway, I'm going to generate a number for these, and the number is
198.
498. So well done, 498. And the next fly, we've got the D fly. This is the acroid. If you can see it a wee bit better, it's a lovely big fly. It's what they used to call the poor man's Jock Scott, meaning there was not as much wing on it, but it's a great pattern. The acroid caught many fish. Even now you catch steelhead and so on with this fly. So it's a really good pattern. So we'll draw a number for that.
100.
Number 100. Well done, 100. There you go. Go back in. And the number. I've got. This is just it's a streamer fly, but it's one I've made up. Just called it the Highlander. It's just a lovely colour. It's a fun of tying your own flies. Obviously, you can do what you like. Can't really see it too well there, but it's a lovely pattern. It's a nice tying. It's on the Carrie Stevens partridge hooks, and you can't get them anymore. It's one of the biggest ones that you could buy. So, to say it's nice in a frame or so. So we'll draw a number for that.
362.
362. There we are. So into another one. What have we got now? Oh, right. This is the pheasant tail buzzer, but the kind of bow tie. This is a one I've tied quite a few times now, but this is off the style of pattern that was done by Frank Sawyer. He was a bow tie buzzer. It's from that sort of area, and great pattern. Pheasant tail fibre for buzzers is really good. And there's a couple of variants in there. Tie some with sort of peacock herald. So I just threw them all in. It was a good, I don't know, how many is there? 2, 4, is it 2, 4, 6? There's 8 there, so anyway, you have enough to cast with. So we'll draw a number for them.
113.
513. And the next fly, dig away here. I got it. We've got this is the anti-static dowel backs. These are nice pattern, nice, especially this time of year when the midge coming off. It's in a good dressing. It's got the anti-static bag, which runs along the back, which catches the light. You're amazing. You need to see it when you're fishing with that pattern. So there's 5 of them. So we'll draw a number for these. And the number is
101.
501. So we'll do for another number. We've got out. Oh, we've got a spay fly. This is the Red King. So I'll just change to the other camera. I'll show you the picture. Can't get the people nowadays, now you can. But anyway, there we are. So we've got the red, or the classic space style fly again. This is on the trio with the gut eye. And the Red King is it's a very popular fly, so it was. And even now, if you tie these up, you'll catch with it. So we'll draw a number for that one. And the number is
602.
602. We'll go a little bit and get some air. We've got another spay fly. This is a Dallas. This is a really nice fly. This one, instead of having the bronze mallard wing, this has got a feather wing. It's like a turkey wing. Basically, in the body colour, there's 3 colours of floss. There's a rib as well as silver, 2 silver ribs flat and an oval. And you end up with a head, or in this case, this is seal's fur. So it's a really nice pattern. That it's really nice to frame up that one. So we'll draw a number for the Dallas, and the number is
611.
611. Go down there again. Right. This is another one of my. It's just basically a streamer fly, but this is the blue charm. I've just used the blue charm colours. I'm mixing the wings yellow and the badger, the black and white, which would give the impression of, well, the yellow gives the impression of the tail more than anything, the crest. And then the badger hackle gives the grey, the black and white obviously. Bronze mallard, again that's part of your wing, if depending on the old style. We obviously get the blue throat, jungle cock. Nice pattern, it's a nice streamer. It's another one for a shadow box. So we'll draw a number for the blue charm streamer.
190.
190. Still got 2 or 3 left, so there we go. Got another streamer. This is the Shang Special, it's a variant of the Shang Special. I've tied I've got the cheeks here as a Lady Amherst dyed red feather, which is really nice. I love the black edge to it and so on. It just works really nice with the fly. Obviously with the grizzle hackle. And this one, the Shang Special, you can have it's got like a jungle cock wing. There's a couple of variants of it. This is just one of them. Again, it's tied on the streamer hook. It's a large streamer. So we'll draw a number for that one.
99.
99. There we are. And here we go, the next one, we've got another, this is the Cold Rain, another spay fly. Again, it's another fly, it's got quite a few ribs on it, it's got 3, and it's got a orange and yellow floss. It's a silk floss, silver tinsel. Again, it's tied in the blind eye hook, which is the traditional way of tying them, 3/0. But it's a big 3/0, that there's equivalent to, it's a style of hook, but it's this size would probably around more 6/0. so it's a big fly. So we'll draw a number for that.
367.
367. Now, just some trout flies. This is one I just tied recently. This is just basically the all-rounder. It's a type of fly, it's a snatcher pattern as we call it, because it's on a curved hook in this style. We call them snatchers. It's those that, if it was tied in a straight hook, it'd be simply a palmer fly. And this one's a good all-round pattern, both in rivers and lochs, and it'll represent caddis, it'll represent even mayfly or olives coming off. So and even midge. So as I say, it's a good weed fly. So we'll draw a number for them, and the number is
373.
373. Now that's us, our very last one, and it's the. This is what this is. As you know, I get asked a lot. A lot of people ask me about flies and so on, and the story behind basically this fly. There was a lady asked me to tie a low water alley shrimp. Now I had the alley shrimp on the video on YouTube. I've got 2 or 3 patterns of the alley shrimp. So what I did here was I tied it obviously as a low water style. I combined the orange and a pink alley shrimp, put them both together, and there you go. You end up with a nice pattern, a nice style. And I have tied this one before. Very good in our area. It's very good anywhere. It's tied in this low water style, and so I called it the CP alley shrimp. CP is the initials of the lady who asked me to tie it. So anyway, there we are. That's 3 of them for you to have a cast with, tied in the single, and the number is
108.
208. So well done, 208. So there we are. Now there's been quite a few items there. I think there's 20, or at least 20 anyway. So Vise, I'll bring it over so you can see it again. So well done to the gentleman or person who won the Vise. I did use it. I looked after it while I was using it through the month. It was a delight to use, and I'm sure you'll find a space in your desk for it and tie many flies for many years. It will outlast you. It's a great Vise. So anyway, look, I'd like to thank F&F for donating the Vise, as well as Fulling Mill, and thanking you all for the donations over the month. As I say, we'll keep doing the draws. I'm going to concentrate a wee bit more on just getting some extra fly boxes so you can have a good choice of fly box. I'm obviously looking for ideas, and remember, if you like to see a box, a type of fly box, say dry flies, wet flies, certain flies I can obviously add to. Either gives me an excuse to film one, which is it's a great way of doing it. I'm obviously going to be doing some fishing videos down the river, so I'm going to try and combine both the ties, the flies I'm fishing with, as well as the river fishing, and we'll see how it goes. I go from 1 month to the next, and I'll always keep you up to date on what's happening. So again, thanks for everything, and that's your March monthly draw until April's, and I look forward to that as well. So thanks again, and till next time.